So do you also use ClickUp to create new tasks for your team members? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video we are going to understand how to create Airtable record for ClickUp task. So as a project manager, I use ClickUp to create new tasks for my team members. And here my objective is that whenever I'm going to create a new task in my ClickUp, then automatically that task should be created as a new record in my Airtable account as well. So now here to automate the entire process, I need to connect my ClickUp with my Airtable account using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So to see the working of this automation and to learn this process step by step, let me take you to my screen. Welcome to my screen. So in this video, I'll show you how to automatically create an Airtable record for every new task in ClickUp. So this integration helps you keep your data organized, track project progress, and create a centralized database without manual entry. So whether you're managing tasks, collaborating with a team, or analyzing project data, this automation will make your workflow seamlessly. Okay, so as you all know that as a project manager, I use ClickUp to manage tasks and track progress. So however, I also need a structured database where I can filter, sort, and analyze task details easily. So now manually adding every new ClickUp task to Airtable is time consuming and prone to errors. So with this automation, every new ClickUp task is automatically recorded in Airtable with all relevant details. This helps me keep everything in one place, monitor task status more efficiently, and generate reports without extra effort. Okay, so here I've already built an automation where I've connected my ClickUp task with my Airtable account using an automation software. And now firstly here in this video, we are going to see the working of this automation to understand this entire process more clearly. Okay, so now here to see the working of this automation, what we are going to do is that we are going to create a new task in our ClickUp account. And here my objective is, as soon as I'm going to create a new task over here in my ClickUp account, then automatically that task detail should be added in my Airtable account as a new row. Okay, so now here we are going to see the working of this automation. So I'm going to add a task over here, and here let's suppose that I'm going to give a name to my task such as create employee agreement. So let's suppose that this is the task that I'm going to create, and here I'm going to give the task category as create, and from here you can select the pin templates, and here I'm going to select my own profile to make sure that who has created this task. And here for the due date, I'm going to select today's due date. Here for the priority, I'm going to select high, and then here you can add the tags if you want. And after adding all the details of my task, I'm going to click on this save. And here you can see we have successfully created a new task over here. So now let's go and check our Airtable account. Here I'm going to refresh it. And here you can see we have successfully created a new record in our Airtable account with the task name. Here you can see the priority, assignee name, and the assignee email. Okay, so with this, we have successfully seen the working of this automation. Now here in this video, we are going to learn step by step that how you can set up this entire automation by simply connecting your ClickUp account with your Airtable account using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software, and it connects all your favorite apps and makes them work together seamlessly. You can set it up to do things automatically like updating customer info across platforms or sending notifications when something important happens. It's really easy to use and saves you tons of time that you can spend on more important stuff. So here on my screen you can see Pabbly Connect's homepage, and you can visit it by simply browsing for the URL pabbly.com/connect/ina/ in your browsers. And here you can see two options that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get free 100 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to integrate my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. Now this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here to build my connection, I need to create a workflow first. So for that, here I'm going to click on this create workflow button given on the top right corner. Now here in this create workflow dialog box, I have to give a name to my workflow. So here I'm going to give the name as create Airtable record for ClickUp task. And now you have to giving a name to my workflow. It is asking me to select the folder. So here in the left side corner of this dashboard, you can see a folder section under which you can see the multiple folders that I've created with different names to save my workflows accordingly. So in this particular case, I'm going to select my folder as automations. You can select the folder as per your need. Also, you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect, you have to click on this Learn More hyperlink given over here. And by clicking on this, it will take you to a forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect. Okay, so now moving back to my Pabbly's dashboard, and here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this create button given over here. Now here in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow, and here on my screen you can see the two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this, that means action is a response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin our automation by simply setting up a trigger. So here I'm going to select my trigger application as ClickUp, as I'm creating new task in my ClickUp account. So ClickUp is an all-in-one productivity platform that helps you manage tasks, projects and team in one place. And now here in my ClickUp trigger step, I'm going to select my trigger event as new task, so that whenever a new task is going to be created in my ClickUp account, then automatically and instantly Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response, or you can say automatically this entire workflow is going to get triggered. Okay, so now here to connect my ClickUp with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your ClickUp account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, it is asking me for the API token. So I'm following the instructions given below. Here I've already logged in my ClickUp account, and from here I'm going to click on my profile icon given on the top right corner, and from here I'm going to select settings. Now here under settings, you can see in the left side bar we have received the option for apps. So I'm going to select that, and here you can see we have received the API token. So I'm going to copy it, moving back to Pabbly's workflow, and here I'm going to paste the API token. Now here after entering the API token, I'm going to click on save given over here. And here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here it is asking me for the workspace name, space name, folder name and the list name. So now here to get all these details, let me take you back to my ClickUp account. Here I'm going to click on this back to workspace, and here you can see my team that I'm working with is Pabbly's workspace, and here you can see my space under which I'm working is with the name Pabbly Connect, and here under my space you can see my folder with the name employed task, and the list under which I'm going to create the task is with the name list only. So moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and here I'm going to select my workspace name as Pabbly's workspace. Here for the space name, I'm going to select Pabbly Connect. And then here for the folder name, I'm going to select my folder name as employed task. And then here for the list name, I'm going to select the list that I've created with the name list only. Now here after selecting all the details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request. But here before clicking on the save and send test request, let me tell you that ClickUp is a pooling based application, and it will capture the new responses in every 10 minutes. Okay, so now here before clicking on the save and send test request, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to generate, or you can say I'm going to add a new task in my ClickUp account under the specific list, so that whenever I click on save and send test request, I'm going to receive that response in my Pabbly's workflow. Okay, so now here moving back to my ClickUp account, I'm going to add a task over here, and here I'm going to give a name to my task, that is work on website. And then here for the assignee, I'm going to select my own ID, and then I'm going to select the due date, and here for the priority, I'm going to select normal, and then I'm going to click on this save. So with this, we have successfully created a task over here. So now let's go back to our Pabbly's workflow, and here I'm going to click on the save and send test request. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the watcher's ID, username, scrolling little down. Here you can see the email address. Here you can see some other details such as the priority, scrolling little down. Here you can see the task name, that is work on website. Here you can see the list name, and here you can see the folder name as well, scrolling a little more down, and some other details as well. So with this, we have successfully set up our trigger over here. So once a new task is added in our ClickUp account, then automatically Pabbly Connect is going to capture the response. Okay, so now here after adding the new task in our ClickUp, I want that task should also be added in my Airtable as a new record. So for that, I need to connect my Airtable account with Pabbly Connect in this action step given over here. So here I'm going to select my action app. So here I'm going to select my action application as Airtable. So Airtable is a flexible and user-friendly database tool that combines the simplicity of a spreadsheet with the power of a database. Okay, so here in my Airtable action step, I'm going to select my action event task, create a record, so that whenever a new task is being created in my ClickUp account, then automatically that task is going to be created as a new record in my Airtable account as well. Okay, so now here to connect my Airtable with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Again, here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Airtable account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on this connect with Airtable. And then here Pabbly Connect is requesting for the access. So I'm going to give access to Pabbly Connect. But for that, I'm going to add a base over here. So I'm going to search for my base that I've created in my Airtable account. So this is my base. And then I'm going to click on this grant access. And authorization successful. So here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here it is asking me for the base name and the table name. So here in my Airtable account, you can see my base name is ClickUp task and my table name is table 1 only. So moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and here for the base name, I'm going to select ClickUp task and the table name as table 1. And now here it is asking me for the task name, priority, assignee name and the assignee email. So basically these are the fields that I've entered in my Airtable. So now here, instead of entering these details manually, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from the response that I've received in my trigger step. Mapping makes the text dynamic so that whenever we are going to receive new tasks through our ClickUp, then automatically this previously existing detail will be updated with the new one. So here for the name, I'm going to search for the task name. So this is the task name. So I'm going to map it over here. Moving forward, here for the priority, I'm going to search for the priority. So this is the priority of the task, scrolling a little down. Here for the assignee name, I'm going to search for the assignee name. So this is the assignee username. And here for the email, I'm going to search for the assignee email. So this is the assignee email. And then here it is asking for the enable typecasting. So for that, I'm going to select false. And now you have to enter all the required details. I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response. That means we have successfully created a record in our Airtable for the new task in our ClickUp account. So now let's go and check it. And here you can see we have successfully created a new record in our Airtable account with the task name, priority, assignee name and the assignee email. Okay, so with this, we have successfully set up our entire automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have taken our trigger as ClickUp and our action as Airtable. So that whenever we are going to create or add a new task in our ClickUp, then automatically a new record for the same is going to be created in our Airtable account as well. Okay, so these were the steps to how to create Airtable record for ClickUp task. I hope these steps were clear to you. Now if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. So now if you have any doubt, then you can email us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any query, then you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issue, then you can simply visit our website, that is www.pabbly.com. So now if you liked our video, then please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.